Hey beautiful people, welcome to Warrior Wisdom Wednesdays.
Hey beautiful people, it's your girl Shakima, just stopping in for today's Warrior Wisdom Wednesday segment to give you guys a quick reading for today where we can just gain some insight and see what is actually effectively going on for us today on Hump Day, guys. I hope everybody's having an awesome day today if I haven't already said so. If you're not, do just let the energy dissipate, okay? It's just one day of your entire experience. Try not to let that continue to set the tone for the rest of your week. There's an opportunity for you to do differently every other day beyond today, okay? So bear that in mind. Today, guys, as per usual, we're going to be utilizing the tarot to basically give us some insight in terms of the trajectory for us, in terms of where we are in the week for today, and also where we've got the Libra new moon at the end of the week. Hopefully we'll be able to gain some insight in terms of that reflection as well, but it's really just to give us an opportunity to take some time to just reflect, be honest with ourselves, so that we can be open and embrace the journey as it shows up. Okay guys, so going straight into the moon forecast for today, what I can see again is that the moon is still in Leo today. So we are still being fixed and rooted into our fifth house creativity. So Leo is our fifth house, which is all about, like I mentioned yesterday, creative endeavors. It's all about the blooming of your character. It's all about allowing for those seeds that you have planted, as far as letting the universe know who you are, the nature of your character, the burdens of your character, and the responsibilities, I guess, of your character. Those are some of the things that are now going to start to bloom into effect for you, because Leo, which is our fifth house, is actually ruled by the sun, and the sun, again, like I mentioned yesterday, is all about that ego. It's all about the first reflection of self. It's all about that initial perspective, you know, and what we see the first time may not be what we see when we look again the second time, or third or fourth or fifth. You know, it just depends. As we look, we get a clearer perspective. We're able to go deeper, we're able to see clearer, we're able to see more of the actual reflection of what is going on. So just bear that in mind, guys. Again, like I mentioned yesterday, the organs being impacted and affected by today's transit is the heart, aorta, blood pressure, and blood circulation. So again, that just kind of lets me know that the heart chakra is the main thing that's being impacted by today's moon transit, because we are being triggered almost. We're being encouraged to basically express ourselves from our heart, express ourselves from the core of ourselves, the core of our being, our spirit, our soul's nature, to be able to, you know, share with the world what it is that is your craft, what represents you as an individual. How can somebody, it's like the Banksy drawings, if you will, the Banksy art. Once you see it, you know that it's Banksy, you know. But if you were to, I guess, try to compare that to something else, you would just know within yourself, no, that's actually Banksy, you know. And it's just something that it really pretty much just sets you apart from everybody else. Nobody else in the world, even if they carry gratitude on their heart, their reflection of the vibration of gratitude is not necessarily the same as yours, because the things that you are grateful for is an expression of your journey, and equally for them. So your heart is literally a unique expression to the universe as a reflection of who you are as an individual. So just bear that in mind and utilize this as an opportunity to be able to express it through the truth of yourself, the truth of who you are, the truth of your character, versus, like I mentioned yesterday, not coming out of yourself because of being triggered by other people's low vibrational reflections of themselves, because they too are wounded, they too are impacted by their circumstances, and they too may not even realize that they are ill, you know, carrying these wounds around because they're used to it. They are used to their current experience and they do not know any better. And in some cases, they may not even be able to see any better for themselves. So you have to be the one to be able to be a reflection for them to aspire to. Bear that in mind for yourself today, and just navigate through the process of today knowing that the intentions of your character is being rooted and stabilized as intended by the universe. Okay? We're going to go ahead and get straight into the cards for today so that we can get some insight for you guys. What is the divine guidance spirit for my L.I.F.E Warriors for today, Wednesday, the 25th of September? Okay, so what we've got is the Hierophant in the past trajectory. So we have been probably traditional in the past. We've been very much, trying to conform to society's perspectives and viewpoints. And presently that is making us anxious as heavens. Okay, I'm not going to say as hell, but it's making us anxious as heaven. And it's really just putting us into a place where it's creating a illusion in terms of our character. It's creating a illusion of who we truly feel that we are versus who society is saying that we have to be in order to be accepted by conforming to their traditional viewpoints. But bear in mind, the anxiety is giving you an opportunity to do differently. That's almost what it's trying to say to you. And going forward, it seems as though we will be able to find ourselves being a little bit more established, find ourselves being able to reap the benefits of the inheritance of the seeds that we have planted. Basically, we'll be able to find ourselves stabilizing financially today. We'll be able to find ourselves in a position where we are stabilizing in terms of our public recognition, guys. Okay, so let's just go ahead and actually pull a card for us and see what is going on for us. Looking at the guidance of what's going on, it seems as though there's a lot of scattered energy as well. So that's something to be mindful of as we're trying to create the next best version of ourselves. We seem to be fragmented between who they want us to be and who we feel that we are. So pick a side and stick to it is what I'd say. Okay? And also you're going to have to really contemplate on the things that are going to be able to serve you long term versus the things that are just going to be immediate fixes to your current circumstances. Okay? And looking at the situation, we may have to take a fall from grace. We may have to take a fall from, having to have our ego stroked by the external world so that we can gain insight on more of our internal reflection of ourselves, so that we can just be able to be our true selves and accept ourselves in that vibration and likeness of ourselves. Okay, because what we're doing in terms of conforming to society is burning us out, guys. It is burning us out, and because of that, we're going to have to go through a process of reclaiming our power, and we're going to need to go through a process of recovery. Recovery from self-doubt is what we're going to be going through today. Okay? What is the divine guidance spirit for my L.I.F.E Warriors for today, Wednesday, the 25th of September? What do we need to know as clearly as you can? Okay, so we have guidance, guys. So by the looks of it, it seems as though we are emotionally insecure. There may be some manipulation around us. There may be some emotional abuse. There may be some really harsh communication, basically, that may just trigger our insecurities today, because I can see that there's an issue in terms of prioritizing, there's an issue in terms of time management, and there may be just a lot of disorganization in the air today, and that's something that may be a trigger for some people, because dysfunction kind of triggers their feeling of instability, and they just naturally react to the situation with anger and frustration because they know no better. They haven't matured beyond those vibrational reflections of themselves, and that's just how they choose to express the situation. But no, beneath the tone of that anger is frustration because of how disorganized things are appearing to be, and they may also be going through financial disarray as well. So there may be financial struggles beneath the undertone of some of the anger and frustration that you may be feeling today, and that may be subsequently leaving some of us feeling very insecure about the situation around us as well. Okay, but I can see that we're going through a process nonetheless of being able to forgive and forget and let go and let God, so that we can stop with the sleepless nights and all these nightmares about all of these things that God has already sorted for us. We're just busy worrying about things because we know not any better, unfortunately. There's no need to worry about that which has already been created for you. You're worried about it looking the way that you want for it to look so that you can feel comfortable, but God has to give you what you need with the acceptance of discomfort as well, so that you can continue to aspire to create and vibrationally become a reflection of that which you intend to sire. I just want to put that out there to you guys. I'm going to leave it there for you, beloveds. I hope that was useful for you guys as per usual. Definitely check out the link in my bio where you'll be able to access me for personal readings via my website. You'll be able to access my YouTube channel for my free readings, my Patreon channel to become a patron to get access to exclusive content, and also my podcast as well will be able to be accessible via that link. But I'm sending you guys nothing but love, light, and positive intentions for the journey ahead, beloveds, as per usual. Until next time, Ashe, and God bless. Mwah.
That's all, folks. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit the bell for more.